Glee! 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 The lion is back in! Glee! Glee! Hello and welcome to another edition of the Stench of Truth. I want to state this unequivocally and totally without any errors, and that is that we do not live in a free market society. Predatory capitalism prevails. Simple, period, end of discussion. Predatory capitalism is practically the same thing as corporate-ruled fascism. In other words, everything accrues to corporations' benefits. Predatory capitalism. A perfect example of this is the record profits in the oil industry. Yes, that's correct. Record profits in the oil industry. Profit is something that all people who enter into business aspire to, which is a good thing, certainly, assuredly. However, whenever that profit reaches such incredible fucking lengths as it does in energy markets, oil in particular, it becomes predatory. And the way companies such as Walmart conduct their business, it is predatory. The way other companies conduct their business by influencing government employees and institutions in order to make their company earn more money is predatory. And whenever businesses prey on individuals and consumers, it's predatory. Predatory fucking capitalism. Practically the same thing as corporate-run fascism. Simple. I want to make a small note here, something that has been brought to my attention recently, and that is the recent video that has come out showing what appears to be several 100,000 plastic burial vaults being stored at a location supposedly in Georgia. I don't know whether this is true. I've heard it from several sources. I've seen the video myself, and I don't know what exactly it means. Does it mean that the government is preparing for some huge fucking disaster where hundreds of thousands of people are going to die and they're going to need to inter bodies with great rapidity? Well, if this is the case, then why not just have a bunch of incinerators ready to burn people? I don't know. I don't know whether there's any truth to this idea at all or whether it's just a wild internet rumor. But it is food for thought, especially in light of some of the things that I've brought up previously, like the H5N1 virus, like a possible new influenza outbreak, like possible other huge catastrophes along these same lines. And one of the new ones would be food shortages and mass starvation. Not to mention natural disasters and war, which all things are possible as well. So I don't know whether the truth is that those are there and that's what they are and they're just waiting for some event to happen, or whether this is just internet hoax or whatever. I don't know. But it is food for thought and interesting to think about. So you might want to look into it yourself. It seems that Obama's world-spanning tour has garnered some actual negative publicity, which I would have thought was impossible, considering that he is the Lord God Messiah himself. And practically no one wants to say anything even remotely somewhat not quite good about him. And some of the things that he's been doing while he's been out of the country has been to act very much like a president, like he's already been elected to office, even though he holds no office, and is not even officially his party's nominee for the presidency. So I think it's a great deal of hubris on his part to be acting president before he's even officially taken the job. And I gotta say this, Senator Charles Shumer is a fucking asshole. Charles Shumer, asshole. Why? Well, all the usual reasons, of course, but in recent comments he's made regarding energy policy by Congress, he seems to want to have it so that everybody in this country pays more and more for gas and gets no relief or has any type of coherent energy policy passed by the Senate or the House. And everything he does and says is geared towards that end result. And I would venture to say that if you ask the people in this country, the vast majority of them would tell Charles Shumer, you are a big fucking asshole. Pass an energy policy that means we're going to pay less for gas, less for oil, and have more available energy for our vehicles, for our homes, for the coming winter, etc. Now, that is not to say that people in this country are not primed to accept new and alternative energy sources, and that the government should be funding the development thereof. But, as I said before, there is no alternative energy source that is available right now in sufficient quantities and available on a mass scale to replace oil and gas. Simple. There is none.